Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Oh my goodness, it's raining. I can't remember the last time we had rain. Okay, it's raining. I've got a box of tarot cards here, oracle mostly, but it caught my eye. It says incredibly tough. We have Rumi. I want to read from the Rumi and I want to read from the Divine Feminine's Oracle deck. That's a definite. The only tarot cards I've got are the Druid Craft Tarot. Oh, we'll use them because they're feeling a bit resistant. Has it got something to do with this character here? And the Psychic Tarot. All these are quite jam-packed in here. It's quite nice to listen to the rain. Okay, do you want to put them on the floor? Let's do that. And we'll use the Psychic Tarot after we've used the Druid Craft Tarot. Out you come now. Come out of your shell. That's the energy. I want some coffee, but I know it's really hot. Okay. I saw the Two of Cups. There's a card that just, okay. The cards feel a bit bendy. So there is the energy of being flexible, adaptable. 3 cards. I feel a bit spaced out, if I'm completely honest. Maybe it's the weather. I was mesmerised by my own eyes earlier, like not long ago. And it made me really glossy and shiny and sparkly. And anyway, they look quite dark on here, but I feel the darkness is the other side of that blind. Let's make it seem like that. I'm just tucked away in here, just ignoring it. 2 of Wands. This takes me to Mr. Invisible. So someone's there. Are they there in spirit? So they're already there. Their spirit's already there. There's a lot of mating of the souls going on. Like your souls are mating. That's what it feels like. 2 of Wands. Already there in spirit. I feel already through the gateway. But then we have conflict. But are they fighting? I'm not sure if they are. I don't think they are fighting. Because the cockerel's like kind of stopped fighting. Okay, this will take me to the energy of the reason why this masculine is present in spirit. He's already there. Because this is these different personalities. So first of all, this card would straight away take you to conflict that's kind of got out of hand. So I'd say that this is inner turmoil, different personalities that this masculine's been kind of he's been fighting with himself. And I feel now it's just more of a playful energy, because I felt like the tapping of the sticks and doing a little jiggle and a dance. I don't think it's anything aggressive, because it's like no attention is needed here. So I feel it's a joyous energy in the physical. A light-hearted, boyish energy. Thunder. That's like a nursery rhyme, isn't it? I was just thinking about how a thunderstorm is like. Ends with pitter-patter raindrops. I'm wet through. So are you. Then we have the death energy. This is a place where I'd say that he is, because it just looks so doomy and gloomy. But his spirit's gone. This is an interesting reading. He's already there. He's happy. So his inner self A lot of childhood healing has occurred. So I want to say like mockery of the past, self-image issues. I'm getting the song through. I'm in love. There's a snake. There's this woman here who's draining him. Like she's kind of got his head. Okay, it's like, you can have my body. Like you can, I feel the energy of trapping you in a dungeon, but you haven't got my spirit. It's like, but I'm not here. Okay, death, which indicates transition. I'm drawn to read these cards, so let's see what they say. The Two of Wands. My goodness, my eyesight is like really dazzling. Okay. Creative tension. Creative tension, doorway, and exploration. The energy and potential of a partnership, allowing the relationship between new ideas, projects or feelings to unfold and open up new areas of possibility. Although you are satisfied that you have everything you need, you may also long for more. You may be searching for deeper meaning or I was going to say contentment. You may be searching for deeper meaning or contemplating taking a journey. Let's look at this Five of Wands energy. There's no point avoiding it. Okay. Let's see what it says. Creative conflict. So we had creative tension, creative conflict, playful struggle, and competition. You may find yourself in conflict with others, although it might not be serious yet. Okay, so I think that if he's in conflict with anyone, it would be with this energy here. So I feel the energy of things getting worse there because he's detached. He knows where he is, where he wants to be. So let's carry on. A tussle with work colleagues or friends, or a power struggle or battle of wits. A playful situation or a sexual relationship involving fiery, wild activities. And you have the death energy. Major Arcana, Major Transformation card. Going to the back of the book now. My goodness. I'm trying to actually say the words. The old and unnecessary wants to die. What passion? Exclamation mark. It's like I'm not meant to see the words. I've got to really focus. My eyesight is so blurry. It's like there's a storm brewing. It's like above me. It feels like it's like stopping me from... I've had this energy this morning. And it's like it's mad at me for manifesting love and goodness. Goodness gracious me. So I feel like it's sending me things like not pleasant things to deal with, everyday things that you would kind of go, well, you know, it's kind of karmic. To like wasp energy, to flies, to even having maggots. It's just been a bit full on, but I've handled all of it. And with ease, because I can kind of see what's going on. And then we've had this storm that's appeared over my location. So The old and unnecessary wants to die. What passion? It's this part here. I need to see what these words says. The new prepares to open like a rosebud at the dawn of a new day. Interesting. My daughter has all these flowers, doesn't she? She's just got a new one. She's just got a new one. An orchid. Oh, it's behind me. Okay. Keywords. Clearing away the old to make way for the new. Precursor to transformation. Intense passion and initiation. The meaning is initiation and transformation. The core structure of the initiation involves an experience of death followed by an experience of rebirth. You may be at just such a moment of initiation. We often have to die to our old ways of thinking, feeling or behaving before we can open up to our new life. Okay. Right, can I have my eyesight back, please? We're going to the Psychic Tarot. We'll look at some pictures. The writing in that book's bigger. Positive movement forward and love begins. The light will always. The energy of like outwitting the devil, that's a book of Napoleon Hill's, a conversation with the devil, how to outwit the devil. I think it's along those lines. But what was I going to say? Oh, just about how, well, love conquers all, doesn't it? Light, love, it will always, I want to say overshadow the darkness, but I don't know if that's the correct. But it's like it will always dispel darkness, light. And the belief and power behind that, knowing, intention, belief, which is just a thought that you keep thinking. Positive movement forward. Let's have a look. This masculine's off. If you could see the cards here. So you can see that the boat is going. And then we just have this character here kind of watching it all. There's the energy of just watch and see what happens. But I feel like there's the energy of this figure here keeping the masculine trapped, and it's so she kind of like she thinks that she can destroy his self-esteem. It's kind of the energy of just, well, sit back and watch and see what happens, because this masculine knows what's happening for him. Positive movement forward. The 8 of Pentacles. I feel like I need to sleep. You're a true artisan, for you have the craft, skills, knowledge, gifts and talents to assist you even more to advance in a positive direction. The number 8 always denotes prosperity and abundance, but in this case, it's your efforts that have gotten you to this point. Good for you. This card often comes forth to honour and recognise individuals who are in the fields of art, design, music and education. When you follow and build on your passion, the soul can truly express itself and can then assist you to move closer towards your highest good. An opportunity could suddenly come up, with an offer for an apprenticeship. Notice if there are areas of passion that are trying to manifest into your world. When they arise, you'll have ample moments to share them with others. I feel the energy of freeing up some time to do what you desire to do, what you're manifesting to do. Love begins. Let's read this card. The Ace of Cups. Your cup is about to overflow with joy. I'll put it in. I said that's the kind of like energy, the dancing for joy. Your cup is about to overflow with joy, happiness and positive feelings. This is the first of the emotions cards and therefore signifies that a new love opportunity beckons. This doesn't necessarily have to be physical love, but could also represent the passion and devotion for an idea, a goal, or even a new creative endeavour. This would be a perfect time to open yourself and your heart to the higher vibrations and loving energy of the universe. When past issues are resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as yourself has been attained, I'd say that's quite a statement there for that thunder to be over. So when past issues are resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as yourself has been attained, and when your heart is truly open and ready to receive, then new roads leading you towards love will be revealed. It's like ready when you are. Okay, let's go to the energy cards. Let's have a look at this energy first. Let's ask. What is this energy that's lingering around my energy today? Got 3 cards. Magician in the mirror. Oh God, you might be angry. You might be a bit mad. That's what it took me to. Magician and the mirror. And I spoke about actually my eyes in the mirror. See my eyes in the mirror. So God's anger is coming through. That's why it's like the blinds are down. It's just let whatever's going on out there go on. Whatever presents itself to you. It's just, there's some clearing going on. 53, the Magician and the Mirror. Knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. Interesting. The vortex of water is definitely outside. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician. And within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. Feel the energy here of him being the magician. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity, and together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. So, the water being the yin, the divine feminine's energy, and the fire being the divine masculine's energy. So I'll say that the divine is doing some magic. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Let's repeat that. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. And this is what the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine know. They know how powerful this connection is. And they're using it to their advantage so that they can advance. Okay. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mist of the future will clear into brilliant reality. It's an important time at hand. Let's look at the next card. So we had the magician and the mirror. We have indecision. Interesting, because I'm feeling it says figure here. Or she's causing, you know, if you could like control somebody, which we know that energy, whether it's negative, positive, is very powerful. So a very negative energy here. It feels like it's not pulling someone's strings, but directing their actions, making them feel confused. Let's have a look at this indecision card anyway. Which way do I go? It's like being at a halt. So we could say like kind of this energy is trying to create a distraction. Number 8 just takes me to the Strength card, which means with the power of the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine being brought together, it's invincible, should we say that? When I say that, no one would stand a chance. And it will be at the point where you won't even, it'll be impossible to attract negative energy because like attracts like. But it's just getting rid of the darkness that already exists by shining our light, by being in joy. Okay. Live in joy. Dreamer. I'm a dreamer. So, indecision. Which choice to make? This card marks the presence of 2 or more possible choices in your life. It shows you anxiously looking at 2 roads, wondering which would be the better choice. Yet you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. Now, why would that be? It's like this lady needs your energy. Or is this you? Well, I feel it's more of a karmic energy because it feels very toxic spell that's been kind of put, I don't know, into the air. Dark. So you could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. So it's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. follow your heart and make the honouring choice. That's interesting. I heard this morning that the masculines were on the straight and narrow, and that does kind of mean, well, it not kind of mean, it means, I did Google it. It's about making the correct choice, the most moral and honouring choice. Oh, we've got one more card. Okay. Strategy. Now, I don't feel there's anything for the divine feminines. I mean, I'm finding it hard to read the messages. So it's not really for us to... the masculines with you in spirit. The divine spirit is with both of you. This is just clearing up past karma. Card number 21. Strategy. It says journal, log. Let's read this. I went to envy. That's the masculine knows that this feminine will be envious of him. But he knows his worth. So it's like he's not going to block it off anymore. He's good for the goodness. Making a plan. This card shows a pen. I thought it was more of a feather. A quill. This card shows a pen, journal, compass and key. And when you receive this card upright, it indicates that this is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in. This comes in with the dreamer energy. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goals needed to make your long-term goal a reality. And this card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add a thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. The straight and narrow. Being put onto the straight and narrow. Nice energy. Let's have a look at the Sacred Destiny. Oh, I wanted to actually look at a Divine Feminine card. I didn't feel that I really need to talk about the Divine Feminine in this reading, but obviously we do. Otherwise, that was the first deck I was drawn to. Well, I knew I wanted a Rumi card. We've already got the card. It's flipped over. Change. Look at this beautiful card. See the cloud? Leaving behind. Nursery rhymes and fairy tales. I do have the fairies, but how long have we been on for? 28 minutes, 12 seconds. I'm open to courage. Rocky seashore. Okay, change. Dancing clouds. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs, and in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain, to ice, to snow, to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transition. How do I say that word? Transitory, and ever-changing. The sacred landscape wants you to know it's okay to change your mind. It's all right to change directions. You do not need to be consistent. This is the time to put the needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring. Go beyond predictable behaviour. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Let's go to the Divine Feminine Oracle. We're just going to have a look at why you selected her soul. Her soul. Okay. It's actually why your soul selected her. The card. The card. Okay. I don't know how else to put it. I've got the card though. Diana. Queen of, all I can see is the word wild. Queen of the wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love, and this is my mother tongue. Shall we have a look at why your soul selected this card? Diana. Okay, let's find, the writing's quite small. (190), page 190. Okay, we can do this. Let's read this message. Sometimes the answer is the simple, elemental need to just walk barefoot in the grass, or even better, the mud. Sometimes we get so caught up in what's happening or what isn't happening that we forget to just be. We forget that there is tremendous power surging up from the earth, wanting to take whatever energy is no longer serving us. We forget that we can commune with the trees, those ancient protectors and elders whose language comes with the help of the wind and the slow, soft caress that touches our cheek. Answers sometimes need to come from the basic desire of the body to feel grounded here on earth. Diana is associated with fertility, the phases of the moon, and the ability to communicate with animals. Of course, not with any human language, but with the frequency of love and intention which animals perceive. And I said about being in the same vibrational alignment, like the bedazzled days. And the masculine also being in this energy. And it's kind of opened up the ability to recognize your connection with animals, because they too are on the same frequency and bringing messages through. So, Diana is associated with fertility, the phases of the moon, and the ability to communicate with animals. Of course, not with any human language, but with the frequency of love and intention which animals perceive. If we open ourselves up to it, we can connect to the wisdom of the natural world, even if we live far from it. Even if we're deep in the heart of the busiest city, a sign on a bus, a logo on a t-shirt, or a card someone sends us may carry an image of the animal that wants to reach us. Or we may be visited by a possum on the fire escape, or a hawk on a window ledge. We don't have to be in the wilderness to access the wisdom of the natural world. The wilderness is within us, and we are part of it. There's so much more we can receive from the wordless life all around us. We just have to develop the heart that can hear it. So like I said, he's there in spirit, animal form, and I've been noticing how Jasper's behaviour is totally like changed. He's really quite needy whenever I'm downstairs. He cries for no reason and looks sad at other times. It's like, oh darling, Let's finish with, look at that. I think that's a passion for purpose. Let's find out more about our passionate purpose here on earth. And we shall finish this reading. There's the card. Blessing of Zara. Have we had this card recently? It just feels familiar. Let's read it. 39. Let go of thought and don't take it into your heart. You are naked and thought is like ice. You see thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought. O foolish one, see the opus and behold the beauty. O foolish one. I feel that's the masculine speaking to like the karmic. The chameleon. The karmic chameleon. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. Rumi. You hear the thunder? I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream, like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger, dripping with nectar, into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle there, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and satisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul, like parasites being expunged. That will explain all the creepy crawlies and maggots and... dealt with. Okay. So memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul like parasites. I feel like I'm being tickled around this side of the neck. Like parasites being expunged, and now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it to full radiance and vitality. Love will feed your hungry soul. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet-talking charmer hell-bent on seducing and moving on will make the grade. No, it has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Only that divine finger, dipped in the heavenly honey, can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. But can we summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances? Oh yes, the great beloved shall storm through the kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious shall do for you now. Shall do for you now, shall do for you. Woo. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are being given a blessing of Zara, of radiance, of brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. You are being given an opportunity supported by life, by the earth, by the grace of the Divine Beloved, to shed toxins from your being. These may be physical, and they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released, or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if what you are releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. Okay. Whew. It's like I'm reading like instructions. Here's the guidance, okay? These are the guidelines. This is what's happening. Hear that plane? I think the storm's cleared. It looks a bit sunshiny out there, doesn't it? You may understand consciously what is being released, or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if you are releasing it emotional, or if your releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. You are encouraged to complete the sacred honouring ritual, to stay adequately hydrated, and to be moderate rather than excessive in your approach. Give your body and mind time to rest and replenish, so that blessing can be received. If you have been unwell or struggling to let go of an issue, this oracle comes as a portent of imminent healing back to good health, and of release of the issue into resolution and divine radiance. It is only a matter of timing, and that timing is imminent. This oracle also brings you the message that if something appears to be leaving your life, even something painful to release, it is because it is no longer healthy for you, or no longer supporting of life for you. There is something more loving and beautiful awaiting. Do not try to feast upon scraps. Stop scraping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move towards the seat at the heavenly table gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. Okay, let's do what we're told. Sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, I call upon Alzara, the merciful divine one, shining with grace, and Rumi, who loves me without condition. I call upon the healing angels, and I say the following declaration. With grace, I accept the shedding of that which is no longer worthy of me. I allow myself to release, with merciful grace, what no longer feeds my soul with the truest of nourishment. I open to receive, through unconditional love, healing, support, intervention and protection, that I may shine with the divine radiance bestowed upon me in this blessing. I surrender my attachment to scraps and open my mind, body and soul to the great feast. In profound gratitude, I bow to the compassion that leads me to the banquet of love now. So be it. It says, lie down and rest for however long you need. I felt like I needed to take a nap. Lie down and rest for however long you need. Healing will happen during this time, so try to rest for at least 5 to 25 minutes, more if possible. And following your rest, you may also like to have a shower or bath using a handful of regular salt as a gentle body scrub to support your psychic and physical cleansing process. Enjoy this as an act of self-love. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. It's just such an amazing reading. I will catch up with you guys soon. Until then, Take care. Much love. Bye for now.